Real quick, so when you started, you gave us a 5-minute diatribe about all your, everything you've accomplished and who you are, but it was also, so it wasn't building rapport, but it was telling us that you're worthy to be up there telling us everything you're going to tell us. So there's a time and a place where us telling
Correct.
Our kids or whatever
Correct.
applies, right?
Absolutely. So like when you're doing like a sizzle reel, right? You typically use that as credibility. If you watch any of our GSD shows, we start by giving credibility in the first part of the show to the person that's on the show so that the listener can have more credibility. But keep in mind that in a sales pitch, it's different. In a sales pitch, they're sitting in your chair, right? I'm here coming to you as a person that's going to teach you how to do things, and I'm basically going to ask you to change things that you're running in your business, big changes. And so in order for me to get that across in a way that you guys would want to implement it, you have to know a little bit about what I do and who I am. But here's the thing, most people will actually have 11 points of research before actually going into your gym. Now, I know that sounds like a lot. You're probably thinking, no, they don't do that. They literally see one thing and they come in. No, they do little things from the initial phone call to checking out multiple pages on your website, which do count as others, by checking out maybe a Facebook page, or maybe when they walk in, they start looking around. There's things that they're doing to already get credibility for you. What you don't want to do in a sales pitch, there's marketing and there's sales. What you don't want to do in a sales pitch is kick off by talking about yourself. Here, you guys know that you're going to be here, and you know that you're not buying anything other than the information. That's all.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but if we have a person that starts crying relatively quickly, which happens very frequently, letting him or her know that we've been where they're at, i.e. 300 pounds, quickly is applicable. What is your thought on that?
I think it's great. I think you don't get to it first.
Sure.
So Zoe, you want to pretend you're crying about it?
Absolutely.
Sell me on the cry, Zoe.
Oh, man, you know, like, I mean, I don't have, I mean, I can, you know, I mean, at one point, I mean, I'll just go back to like mine when I started, you know, I'm trying to do this program, 390 pounds, I'm, you know, frustrated, I'm sick, and I'm tired, and I just need to do something different, and I don't know what to do, I don't know what it is, and I'm sorry for getting emotional, I'm sorry for being upset, but like, I just need to do something different. I can't be a dad at 390 pounds. Just can't do it.
How long have you felt this way?
Since I got the phone call that Lindsay was expecting.
Does Lindsay know you feel this way?
Honestly, no, she doesn't.
Why not?
I mean, I think as a guy, it's kind of, you know, you're supposed to be the tough provider and whatever, and, you know, letting them in on that part of you is a difficult thing to do.
If you had to paint a picture for where you feel like you want to get to, where you need to get to, what's that look like?
I mean, someone who can be active, and I can play with my kids, I can keep up with them, I can teach them sports, I can play with them, you know, I can get off the couch without struggling, I don't have to worry about dying because I have a kidney disease. So,
How would that feel?
amazing.
How do you think Lindsay would feel?
Safe, secure, happy.
If I told you that I know what you're going through, I've been there before, I understand it, and I know it's tough, and I were to tell you that I know how to get you where you need to be, is that something you're open to learning more about?
Definitely.
And if I tell you that, you know, whenever you want something, one thing I learned is that if you really want something, sacrifices are going to have to be made. Either, you know, you make sacrifices to get what you want, or what you want will be the sacrifice. If I tell you that I can help you get there, but you're going to have to make some sacrifices, are you up for it?
Yes.
Really up for it?
Absolutely.
It's going to take a lot of work.
Not afraid.
Let's get there. Okay.
There it is. There it is.
How much time did I spend on myself? But did I empathize? did I do a bad job on empathizing?
Not at all.
And I tied it back. If I tell you I've been there before, and if I tell you I know what you're going through, I know it's tough, but I know how to get there, is that something you're open to talking more about? Answer the question in the form of a
Question.
see what I did? And do you feel like I was empathizing?
Yeah, like we're best friends now, you and I.
So, but what did I do before I empathized? I did listen, but what's that? Who said it? I asked more questions. I wanted to learn more. Because you haven't even told this to Lindsay. So you've been dying to get this out. That's why I'm your best friend. You think it's funny, but that's true. The reason we became really tight almost instantly is because something that's been weighing on him for a long, long time is finally being heard actively. Meaning I'm not just waiting for him to say what he says so that I can relate to him and say what I've been through, but I start by asking him more questions. How long have you been feeling this way? Does Lindsay know that? What do you need to do? What do you need to get? What do you need? And then another thing too that I did, and I didn't even, a lot of this stuff, you guys heard of muscle memory, right? So what sports, anybody here played basketball? Okay, so when you first started learning how to shoot, you shot all weird and you had to think about your form, right? Tuck in the ball, tuck in your elbow, follow through, make sure you're lined up with the rim, snap the wrist. You had to think about that, but over time, you just start doing it, right? And you can shoot faster and just do that. And same thing goes for hockey, same thing goes for soccer, same thing goes for form and lifting, right? Muscle memory is really developed by just constantly pounding on a craft until it becomes natural. And so sales, I literally practice. Everything I'm telling you guys, I practice to the point where I just do things. And one of the things that I did at the end, I intentionally do it, but I did it towards the end was I sold him on the work before I sold him on joining. He has to join to do what he just said he would do with the work. It's going to be a lot of work, right? You're going to have to make some sacrifices. Are you up for it?
Yes.
Like, really?
Yes.
Okay. The only way for him to do the work is to do what first? I challenge people in my industry, you can do the same, it doesn't matter what you do. You're looking to sign up with our company? Hey, so listen, you're going to be getting these leads in, but I don't want you to think they're going to close themselves. You understand you're going to have to sell, right?
Yeah.
Really, you're going to have to get on the phone, you're going to have to call these people, you're going to have to follow up with them, you're going to do all the things that a lot of people don't like to do in order for this to be worth your while. Are you seriously committed to that, or is this just going to be a waste of time for both of us?
Yes.
Yes? For sure? We don't get I need to think about it. Because he just committed to the work, and the only way for him to do the work, first, he has to, you guys can do the same thing, get them to commit to the work that's involved. Hey, tells me the goals, so we'll go back into a non-emotional mode, we're just hanging out, right? Two guys, right? And you tell me your goals, you want to get there, and you say you want to lose, let's say 15 pounds, 20 pounds, whatever it is, right? And I tell you, Zoe, you're going to have to make some adjustments to your nutrition. You're going to have to make some adjustments to your workout routine. Is that something you're up for?
It might be a little bit of a challenge.
If it's not, tell me now, because it's not going to work.
I could do it.
Contrary by nature. Okay, so when you say you can do it, tell me, I guess I want to believe that a little bit more. So when you say you can do it, adjusting your schedule, that's something you feel you can do to make the classes?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
And your friend brings over a slice of pizza 2 days in a row, can you at least say no on one of those days at the very most?
Yes, I can do that.
I'm serious though, because here's the thing. I know why you're here, and all this stuff works great, but it doesn't work for everybody. You understand that? There's people that go home and smoke cigarettes and eat pizza and don't drink enough water and skip a day of workout or two. And when they do that, I feel really bad. And sometimes they almost pin it on us, like this place doesn't work. The members that execute, they know it works. I got to make sure for 100% that you're really, really ready to put in that work and see what we can do.
I can commit to that.
All right. So there's There's a few different things that we can do to get started. I don't know. Do you guys have multiple options? How many options can I pick from if I had to look down at a sheet or something?
One,
Is every location ran differently?
I mean, everyone has to go through and get 10. Everyone has to enroll and go through a 10-week.
Do I have multiple choice right now?
Price? There's different packages.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Two different pricings. Yes. Are we there with that? Okay. So if that's the case, by the way, I want you to. I don't know if it's possible, Lance, but adding a third is maybe something to consider because it actually does help when you have one decoy. You don't have to. You guys are obviously successful. You're building businesses. Okay. Okay.
When we do our fake conversions, the quarterly price will be like $2,000 for a record.
Yeah. Exactly. So and this option for $2,000 a month, you just do burpees for the hour. Not that bad. Don't make it obvious, right? But so Zoe, now that I know you're ready to put in the work, it sounds good. We just got to pick a program. That's basically what it comes out to. We have a few different ones here. Honestly, whichever one you pick is going to be great for you. Based on what I heard, I think this one's good. Do you think that's a good one too, or am I way off?
No, that sounds about right.
What did I do? Is this one good, or am I ever going to be way off? So it's good. Okay? Yeah, that one's good. Okay, cool. And we like to get started on this date. Is there anything in your life that's going to get in the way of you starting on that date?
No. I'm signing up. I'm committed. I'm all in.
Okay. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Hey, one last thing to do the paperwork. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, one last thing too before I give you this. We've had this happen a few times, not often. Sometimes people will go home and they change their mind at the end of the day. Is that going to happen? I'm going to get a phone call from you, or are we good?
We're good. We're good.
What does that take away? Buyer's remorse. That doesn't happen often, but it takes it all away. Okay? Hey, and now we're getting up. Awesome, man. Hey, thanks so much. Hey, did you mean what you said about this place and how much you like it, how much you think it works and everything?
I did. Yeah.
If I gave some passes to friends, you think you could bring some other people in here?
Definitely.
Yeah? Let me go get, what are the friends that you're thinking? Who are they?
Tyrone and Jamal.
Tyrone, what's Tyrone's last name?
Smith.
Smith? Okay. Here's a pass for Tyrone Smith. And then what's Jamal's last name?
Smith.
Others? Okay, cool. All right, there we go. We got two. We usually give out two. Do you want others? Do you have anybody else in mind?
Sure, I can take a couple more.
Lindsay, do you think Lindsay would want one? Yeah? What's Lindsay's same last name?
Valentino.
Valentino.
She's Italian. She's a fireball.
So Valentino. All right. Who's Lindsay's? Does Lindsay have cool friends she wants to bring in? I'll give you some passes if you like.
Her friends are good where they're at, I think.
Cool. All right. So take those, give them away, and when do you want to maybe do we can even do a group thing. You want to come in as friends, and we'll kind of work you all out?
Yeah, sure.
When do you guys think you come in?
I'd have to get back to him. I'd have to.
Okay.
Obviously, we all have different schedules.
Yeah. Talk to them. If I don't hear back by, let's say Friday, if you hear back by Tuesday, is it cool if I follow up, just to kind of see how you guys are doing?
Definitely.
Awesome, man. Hey, I'll see you on whatever the day is. Cool.
Perfect.
All right. Have a good day. You guys see what I did? How many of you guys, seriously, 100% of the time, ask for referrals at the time of the buy? Raise your hand if you do it every time, 100% of the time, every time. 50% of the time. 0% of the time. Ho-ho! I just made you money. Because this really works, guys. This is the time this is the time that he's going to refer you more than ever. You think he'll refer you more after he gets results and goes through your program. He'll do it more here. Because at this moment, he believes he made a great decision. I know it sounds crazy, but this is where you ask for referrals. Does that mean you don't ask for referrals later? No, you still always ask. In fact, every time they compliment you, you thank them for the compliment. Tell them how much you appreciate it. You find a way to work it in. We just finished a workout, Zoe. Stand up. Hey, so a couple months in, Zoe, how you feeling?
Oh, good.
Really? What do you mean good?
I mean, I'm sore and everything hurts, but...
Hold one thing. Do you notice that whenever somebody says something, I basically make them define what they mean by that? What do you mean by good? What do you mean by committed? What do you mean by you're willing? Do you see what I'm saying? You get, because you ever see those things on people's wall, like it's like people rowing a boat and it says integrity, right? And then somebody hanging from a cliff and it says like perseverance. You know, like I don't think that really means anything to people. And our core values, we can say integrity, but instead we say we do what we say we'll do. We have 6 core values. We live to them. Everyone do you guys have core values? Does everyone on your team know what they are? Can they rattle them off? If I pull somebody in here, can they rattle them off? Sam, 6 core values. What are they?
We think, we own, we have fun, we look out for each other, we're honest in every category, and we do what we say we'll do.
Boom. We hire and fire by it, and they know what they need to get done. And we describe it. Integrity, or we do what we say we'll do. The reason I have it that way is because that means something more than just integrity. And in the sales process, sometimes they'll just say good, or I'm committed, or I'm up for it. What do you mean by that? Let them define what that means. Does that make sense? Okay. So, Zoe, 2 months in, how are you feeling?
Good.
Good? What do you mean good?
I'm sore, I'm tired, everything hurts. I hurt places I didn't even know existed.
Good hurt or like?
No, good hurt.
Okay.
It's a good pain.
Okay. How are the results coming along?
So far, so good.
What do you mean?
I'm down like 10 pounds in 2 days.
Okay.
I'm like smashed through all my goals at 5 weeks, so I don't even need the last 5 weeks. It's going that good.
So, are you happy or are you pissed off you signed up?
I'm overjoyed. I'm super happy I signed up.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know why I do what I do?
No.
To hear that. Seriously. What we do is hard. Building a small business is hard. But what you just said and what you're doing makes it easy for me to keep going and keep building cool stuff for you to help you get there faster. Is that cool?
Absolutely.
All right, awesome. Hey, remember 6 seconds ago when I said building a small business is hard?
Yes.
We're really looking to get more people in here. Do you know anybody that would like to get what you just said?
Yeah, I do. I think I have a couple people in mind.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, thank you.
More the Smith family.
Dude, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Honestly, I really appreciate that because we really want to get as many people in the door, and sometimes it's hard. And so what we do is we look at the people that are doing really great and they're living it and they're drinking the Kool-Aid like you, and we just want to multiply people like that. And I know you probably hang out with people just like you. Obviously, you're the person you are because of the people you hang out with. So that means a lot. I'll get the buddy passes. What are their names?
The Smiths. The whole Smith family.
Smith, Valentino. Okay, awesome. Hey, thanks. So, when do you think they'll come in? I'll have something cool for them when they get in.
Again, I probably.
Do you see what I did? What did I say before, right after that? I'll have something cool for them when they come in. Law of reciprocity, he'll deliver. When do you think they come in? I'll make sure I have something cool for them when they come in.
I just have to get in touch with them and get something set up with
Do
you.
you think they'll come in if you tell them to, or do you think they're going to blow you off?
Yeah, my friends aren't flaky. They're good.
Yeah? Okay, cool. I'll have something really cool for them. Let them know that, okay?
Perfect.
If they can do it within 2 weeks, I'll make it even cooler.
Okay.
All right? Do you even know what the hell it is?
Nope.
Thinking Tesla.
It's
eyes got real big.
2 water bottles. No, but it'll have like nutritional programming or something like that. Like you guys can literally create a grocery list or some sort of like a 7-day average meal plan that's generally good for most people that they can use and follow, because most people don't even have that, right? So give them the passes. Give them physical things. Give them physical things. Don't just tell them to bring people in. Give them something physical. Guys, you can go to Kinko. Do you guys have buddy passes or anything, or no? You have them? Yeah? Get them, print them out, make them look like that, hand it to them, and then and if you can, laminate it. I know it sounds crazy, but people can't throw away a laminated thing from a company they like. So write on it, give it to them, and say, hey, just have them bring this in back when they get it, okay? It's worth it, guys. I know it's going to cost a little bit more, but if it means getting them in more, is it worth the money for a laminated piece of paper? It's worth it, okay? Just go laminate 50 of those bad boys or 100 of those bad boys, keep them in there. Once you get down to a 20% left, go and get 100 more or whatever it is. Does that sound good?